Hello to all my friends out there. So I made some hamburger stew, and if you want to see exactly how I made it, scroll down. I wanted to make this stew because I'm trying to come up with meals that include more vegetables to comply with the new revised food pyramid. But there's another reason, because when you have more vegetables in your diet, it's cheaper. And then I made a small pan of applesauce, and I just peeled some apples, I put water, and I decided to use honey. You know, if you're going to stockpile honey or sugar, honey is probably the way to go, because you can use honey to sweeten your applesauce, or you can eat it on bread and toast. Okay, I'm going to move over here, which is dangerous with this tripod. So, okay, one of the followers made mention of the fact that they're poor and they have a disability, and that is really discouraging. Nothing is worse than being poor. So what has to happen is you have to find ways to exist so it's not worse, like running out of food. So, okay, I made this half a pan of food for about $3.50, and there's enough food here for a couple days. That's the idea. I bought most of this food at Dollar Tree. So there's my hamburger stew, and I have my applesauce. So you know, if you have a hot plate, if you have a barbecue. So now you might be wondering, what's this about the tea thing? Well, in the event that you started running low on money and you didn't have any Coke or any milk, you could drink some tea. Even if you didn't have sugar, it'd be better than just water. And I'm going to be doing some meals for the next little while. That is like how to exist when you don't have very much money and when you're poor. Okay, what I did is I bought this muffin mix at one of the stores when it was really cheap, and I stockpiled it. Okay, so when you're making food that generates a lot of food, enough food for a couple days, you're in less danger of running out. So say if you could cook 2 big pots of food a couple times a week. I bought this tea. It's 100 bags for $1. So, you know, they have green tea too. Here's the honey. I wanted to mention this. Okay, I use this stuff to on my corn muffins, you know, to grease the pan. And they have this at Dollar Tree, and if you don't have much money, you can use this in place of shortening. And then I have this in the stockpile. You don't want a vitamin C deficiency. I poured a little of this in the applesauce after it was done. Okay, I bought potatoes by the bag for $1. We can get them out here for $1. And I bought 3 pounds of apples for $2. And so the thing about this is you wouldn't be running out of food. In the cheap RV living, if you're disabled and you're broke, I would subscribe to Cheap RV Living, because they have lots of good ideas on how to live cheap. I posted a video by the Fullerton Informer, you know, and it was basically prepare for an earthquake, stockpile water. But stockpile water even if you're not in danger of the earthquake. This is the second earthquake I can remember in Alaska. My brother-in-law was in a volcano in Washington. So food, water, gas, cash. But if you're just like really poor and broke, try to come up with some halfway decent meals that you can survive. Like on this, if there's just one person, you could go maybe about 2.5 days maybe 3 nights or 2 or 3 nights, you know, freeze half, and then have a sandwich and a fruit of some type for lunch. You know, sometimes I get off track, but basically the idea of doing this was to come up with doable meals that are cheap and stockpile food so that in the event of some kind of disaster, you could survive. And then, you know, with the tea, I have plenty of tea left. You can also make it weaker if you want. So the idea is how to live a little bit better each day, and you're going to get better at it as you... Can you see how this might be better than a can of soup? You know, if all you had was a couple carrots and some potatoes, this would still be good. You could use beef bouillon cubes. You could use, you know, in the day they didn't use beef broth. They just used water and meat and vegetables with salt and pepper. So, okay, you guys, I will be back tomorrow, and God bless you all, and thank you for the comments. And you know, if you're on disability, if you're broke, you know, it's nice to post it. My followers read the comments. We'll be praying for you for sure. So, okay, you guys, God bless you all.